welcome back to News Geelong. We continue our football segment down at Cardinia Park in the VFL helm, talking to Travis Varco, Jared Rivers and VFL coach Matthew Knights.
With Nathan Vardy, can you tell us exactly what happened there?
Oh, it was just a heavy tackle, and I think he sort of got the handball away, and then, it was a fairly heavy tackle that I think his shoulders and head hit the ground, and it just obviously was a fairly significant issue, and we just obviously come off the ground, and Nathan was a bit obviously a bit shook up there for a bit, but he's fine now, and hopefully he'll recover pretty quickly this week and get right for selection, I guess.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, I guess. So I sort of haven't strung too many games together, so it was nice to get back out there. In terms of how I played, I wasn't too phased with that. I just wanted to play my role, and I thought I did that okay. It's pretty frustrating, but there's likes of Menzel and Josh Cowan, Riv, we've all gone through it together, and it was awesome that we all came back on the same day and sort of see that our training that not many of the other guys get to see because we're on a different program, but I know how much work they've put in, and to see them come out and come out with the results that they have is awesome. It's pretty good. I haven't had too many knocks and bruises for the last 2 years really, so as in body-wise I feel great, but whether I can stay out in the park we'll wait and see. Yeah, I feel a lot better. Last year was I was cutting it a bit fine, trying to cram a lot into a short amount of time, but this one here obviously happened at the start of the year, gave me a bit of time. The boys are doing relatively okay, and it's given me a bit of breathing space to make sure I'm 100%, and I'm looking forward to the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, it was good, mate. It's good to get back out there. It's been a while, so like Travis said, it's good to get a win and play with those boys, and look forward to next week. So can't wait.
How are you feeling now?
Yeah, it's always a good sore, mate, after each game, but it feels a bit better when you have a win, that's for sure. So like Travis said, watch the boys tonight, and focus on next week. Yeah, no doubt. Like you said, coming to a new club and who's been a successful club for so long, all you want to do is try and show what you can do. So I thought I did that at the start, but like you said, had some injuries, and then back today. So I look forward to the next couple of months trying to get back in that team. It's always fun. We can get a bit quirky at times because you don't see everyone else and you're just training by yourself. But like Travis said, we've worked hard together, and it makes it a bit easier when you've got 2 or 3 boys in there together. So see Travis out there and Joshy today was fantastic. Yeah, mate, the whole club's been fantastic. Such a really well-run club, and like I said, to come into a successful club and try and earn the respect, or try and get some respect off your peers and off the guys that you look up to, was always challenging. But just great to play alongside some of these great players and work with some great coaches as well as Nida. So it's fantastic.
To have these guys out there today is a bonus, because they not only bring good experience for a lot of the younger guys they play with, but they also, just provide a cool head sometimes when the game's a bit hot and something needs to be done just to calm the players down. I think, both Jared and Travis were able to do that at times today. And the real bonus is they were both able to play very good game time. Travis played a mixture of he probably played 6 positions through the day, and that was the plan, just to give him plenty of variety and start him slowly, but then get him involved in the midfield as the day went on. And the Riv was a bit different, that we just wanted him to play maximum game time in defence, and some of his contested marking was very good. So I think both guys plus Josh Cowan got exactly what they wanted out of the day. Just were a little bit dry for rotations there at the end. There was a few boys trying to hit the bench but got turned away, so we had to send Hall and Smith to full forward, which he was a bit quizzed about. But it was a great day all round, and everyone got through unscathed, and let's hope Vards and Busey, it's not too severe, their injuries.
Best to wait and see, mate. But been speaking to a few of the boys over the last few weeks as it gets closer. So if that opportunity does arise, it'll be a bit of fun to see them out there on the track. It'll be a bit different, but hopefully, we just got to see how we go.
Thanks for that, boys, and congrats on that huge win over North Ballarat. We can only hope our next guest, Chris Scott, also enjoys success over Melbourne this weekend.
Uncertain, yeah, still uncertain. He's in a similar position to Nathan Vardy in that, they got, relatively serious knocks that meant they couldn't continue playing. So we need to take our time to assess them. And to be frank, Joel's a little bit better than Nathan Vardy. We'd be saying at this stage that Bards would be unlikely unless he makes significant progress from here. Joel Corey's in a slightly better position, but these things are pretty tenuous and they can change day to day. Oh, we won't roll the dice. Yeah, if they play, they're ready to play. Yeah, there won't be any risks taken, that's for sure. So we've got some options available to us. We've clearly been aware that there's a VFL bye that's going to interrupt their progression somewhat if we chose to play them in the VFL. But I think we're pretty confident that they'll be available to play. There's a chance we might take the ultra-conservative position and leave them out and train them a little bit harder, but given they both play pretty decent minutes at VFL level, we're comfortable that they're okay to go. And there was some internal dialogue about Travis Varco coming straight into the AFL team the way Cyril Riola did. He's done a lot of work. He had 12-week rehab and was running after 2, so he's in pretty good shape. Yeah, his back's being managed every week. It's not something that he treats and fixes and then moves on and doesn't have to think about it again. But it's manageable. He's got a back issue that's limiting him a little bit in the same way that other players have slight niggles that limit them as well. But it's far from a position where we think his position in the team is compromised. Well, the advice that we're getting from our doctors and medical staff and conditioning staff is that wouldn't help much. I think you all understand our position when it comes to compromised players. If there's any risk at all, we won't play them. That's not the situation with Tom. His performance is being hindered a little bit, but really, in reality, that's not too different to virtually every player in the AFL system. Well, the likelihood's very high. Yeah, we were extremely pleased with Billy Smeds's game. We took him out late in the game because he was the emergency for our game against Hawthorn on Saturday night, but he'd certainly done enough from a performance perspective to push his case, and George Hawlin-Smith's in a similar boat as well. But together with those two, together with Varco, Rivers, Buse, with Vardy, if he's okay with his head. We've got Johnson will come back from suspension, so we've got potentially quite a few ins, but not too many outs, which I guess is a good problem for the club. Makes it a little bit harder for those guys that might not quite make the final 22, but sometimes you've got to push through the early part of your career, and Billy, in my view, is an AFL player playing the VFL at the moment. That's not ideal for him, but long term we think it'll be a positive thing. Yeah, hopefully, maybe even a few more than that. Yeah, I hope it doesn't sound arrogant to say we've got 35 blokes that can play AFL footy, but we've been building towards a big group of players that are capable. We're not saying that those players are better than the opposition's players, but we've got some confidence that when those young players come into our team, they can perform at the level. We're not gifting players games. We're not providing opportunity for the sake of it. We've got players that are working their way through our system and pushing their case really hard. No, it's been outstanding, and the thing that we all admire about Joel is that he doesn't live in the past. He's still a young man, he's an extremely young captain, and is optimistic about what he can achieve and the way he can drive this football club into the future. So I think in his mind 150 is a nice small milestone along the way, but he's got some bigger fish to fry, and for someone as well credentialed as Joel, as a 25-year-old, that's but really our aim is to be consistent with our approach week to week, but we're not. Our players aren't fools. We understand. Everyone in the footy world accepts that we played two of the best teams in the comp the last 2 weeks, and this week we play a side that hasn't performed as well this season. So our challenge is to forget about what the opposition presents and keep improving our game. And it's a different test, but it's a test nonetheless. Yeah, their numbers have certainly changed. I mean, they've played probably some different opposition as well, but they seem to be scoring a little bit more freely, probably attacking a little bit more. Even listening to Neil Craig, I don't think they've made wholesale changes to the way they play, but certainly a few of their individuals seem to be playing with a little bit more freedom and a little bit more flair. We respect the qualities that some of their players have and the things that they can bring to the game. It's a different challenge this week, the same as Hawthorn was a different challenge to Fremantle, but with respect to the opposition, we focus mostly on what we need to do. Oh, it's devastating. Yeah, we're all in a state of shock, to be honest, and we're all. Unfortunately, there's not much you can do in situations like these. But everyone in the Geelong community, and particularly the Geelong Footy Club, will be racking their brains to work out ways in which we can help the Tatungi family. It's as sad a situation as you can possibly imagine.
Well, this week, Casey Tatungi, who we gave 3 votes to in round 1 of the GFL when they played Newtown and Chilwell and had a nice win at McDonald Reserve. And since that time, you've blossomed quite a bit and moved into the VFL side. Are you enjoying that?
Yeah, I am. Look, I started the year at South and played the first 5 games there, and Matty's been pretty honest all along. And if you're at your home club, you have to try and perform at a level that'll hold up at VFL level.
They're finding it tough. Yeah, they're finding it extremely tough. I apologise, I'm lost for words a little bit. It's just a brutally hard situation to face for everyone involved. And our heart goes out to Casey and his family. We'll try to do as much as we can, but at the moment it's a horrible feeling of helplessness. We've been aware of it for some time. It's shocking when people in the Geelong family are affected like this. Tim's been a really close member of the Geelong family post his retirement, and it's terrible news. And again, we've just got to do everything we possibly can to support Tim and his family.
Well, that's it for sport this Friday evening.